Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month reading for the month of December 2021, so mid-December. Keep in mind as we move forward, this is general, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. But as well, I feel the need to mention, which I did in the other 6 that I've done so far, that I decided to keep this one general and not just do money and career. It has been, popping up in the reading so far, but it leaves it open for love and other categories of our lives. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. We're going to do an oracle spread from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and then we'll clarify each one with, which one were we using? The Gilded deck. Okay, yeah, the Gilded deck. Bear with me. And do bear with the background noise as I stutter a little bit. You might find that you're very affected by energy in the second half of December or the month in general, or just be dealing with a bit of a noisy situation. For my lovely Aquarians, for the second half of December, mid-December. We got 1. What else do we have for Aquarius? Wow, that's a lot. I feel like there's an underlying focus on you reclaiming your power, all the meanwhile needing to learn from the past or just utilize the knowledge and wisdom you've gained up until this point to reclaim it in a different way, or to just prove to people that you can achieve one thing or another, however that pertains to you. It feels like your Aquarians are going through an intense transformation at this time, getting ready for what is going to take place in the new year. I just feel like these 4 are relevant, and then these. Okay, we have 6. And then we're going to take these as bonus ones. We have Lizard Spirit and Koala Spirit. Dream the world into being, or your world, and then Spirit has a plan. So you're reminded that there is a bigger plan than yours, universally, spiritually, however you want to view it, or just absorb it. And it's you being reminded to imagine, to dream your worlds into being. What do you desire to change in the second half of December, or just moving into the new year in general? Being pushed to view it as a fresh start, being 2022, right? And just what needs to be adjusted or changed perspective-wise or habit-wise, or just maybe Queen of Swords-wise, picking and choosing who and what's coming with you as you move forward, to make the next year 10 times brighter than the previous one. Not to say it wasn't all, that it was all bad, but it just feels like a lot of reflecting is going to take place in the second half of the month. We're beginning with Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. I just heard you're being prepped to fly. Going back to that that butterfly card, the transformation card, and then we have the Owl Spirit, which you can see the owl's not taking flight just yet. You might feel a bit guarded for whatever reason, a bit on defense, a bit defensive to begin the second half of the month. Bear with me. But passionate nonetheless. You see clearly as to why something ended in the past, with the Tower card coming out. As well, the Ace of Swords at the bottom. It was a situation that you didn't fit in with anymore, whether it was a person, a place, it could have been a job or a living situation. But either way, it could have been a group of friends getting ready to, again, put that sword in old habits and even situations similar to that, or just put that to rest in your mind once and for all. It feels like you get a sense of closure for what ended recently, or it could even go back further, like a year or so. It just is going to be different for each Aquarius who's drawn to this reading, but you get closure / clarity, to say the least. Moving on to Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. You can see the number 3 here. A reminder will come through. You might even see a lot of 3s, and I heard 5s. It's a reminder of your success, your spirituality, just what you're meant to move towards in one way, shape, or form, or leave behind once again. Let's clarify this one. It just feels like as you're getting clarification, closure, and being reminded of what ended and why, you're being pushed to set healthy boundaries with the individuals you decide to take with you into the new year. Prepping for what lies ahead, so that you can just not have any blockages, right? Or just not feel any regret in one way, shape, or form. Out of respect for your financial and materialistic future, you know, feeling a bit burnt out, once again, a little bit on defense, a little bit on edge, maybe a bit anxious, but there is this sort of calm, cool, collected, and grounded way about you where you're pushed to take on this Queen of Pentacles way of being. It feels like you're getting ready, you're prepped once again to fly towards what you deserve, to make certain changes, but you're not really fully wanting to be in the spotlight or to have everybody watching your every move. But yeah, you will be setting certain boundaries with whether it's your job or other people, once again, out of respect for what lies ahead, the success you deserve. Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. This is taking me over to this one again. Look at this kind of bold and overly serious, stern way of being. This is how you're going to be feeling, especially towards the end of the 3rd week of the month. So I'm going to put these together. Life is a mystery, being pushed to trust the mystery of what lies ahead, even if you can't fully see it once again. But it's all the meanwhile you just push to reclaim that power. Part of your power is going with the flow, is what I'm hearing. And understanding part of your power and part of you accepting the mystery is accepting that you know who and what's not meant for you at this time. And it could have a lot to do with your money or your job. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's you just being pushed to accept that certain situations, energies are not really healthy for you at this time moving forward. Once, you know, given we did a lot of reflecting and having some closure come in, and you're just having your money as your main focus. So be it. But it's like trusting the mystery of a situation that you feel is stressing you out, or when it comes to your finances. Moving on, we have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. And so you begin the second part of the second half of the month, so the 4th week, and there's a focus on your freedom when it comes to what you've been working on, or for some of you, it's a limiting job in one way, shape, or form. It could be a relationship, but it feels more career-oriented. That is 33 here, and didn't we have 3? Yeah, so, and we also have 43 up there, so that's 4 3s. You're going to be seeing a lot of 3s, a lot of angel numbers in general. Ooh, getting a little bit nervous in your energy. Bear with me. But with the 9 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles, it just feels like, and the 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. So number 99 coming out as well. A push to celebrate the freedom you're about to acquire in the upcoming year when it comes to your finances, when it comes to the release of, once again, what's no longer working for you, the release of the burden that you've been holding on to when it comes to that past relationship that didn't work out, that past job or living situation, or even certain friendships. Could be more than one, once again. The Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacles. What do we have for Rhino? With the 4 of Wands and Death, it feels like things are aligning for you, but it doesn't mean that there aren't certain obstacles that you still have to overcome, right? You will have to overcome an obstacle or two towards the end of the year, but it'll feel so rewarding when you do it almost effortlessly, right? Being reminded that you have it within you, especially as you're regaining that power and making certain changes to overcome them at the snap of your finger, right? That was the worst snap, but you get the point. It just feels like the obstacles you've had to overcome up until this point have left you feeling quite depleted, a little bit drained to a certain extent. But moving forward, you're going to be reminded that things will fall into place a lot easier, and you won't feel as depleted when having to or needing to overcome those small little humps / obstacles. All right? But yeah, and it's aligned with that 9 of Wands, so that makes sense. Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely. And so to wrap up the month, you're going to have a lot of decisions to make, a lot to weigh out in one way, shape, or form. It makes sense given you may, again, go through this clarification and closure at the beginning of the second half of the month, but then you're pushed to sort of wait to make some of these decisions to see what comes in or what comes to mind or just becomes more clear, and then use your mind wisely to weigh it out as you make your way into the new year. Just sort of finalize who and what you kind of want to come with you once again. Clearly an overall theme in the second half for you. Feeling a bit blinded all the meanwhile, a bit on defense, like I've been saying in this entire reading, but you're being pushed to, once again, learn from your past and understand that nobody and nothing is going to get in the way of the success of this transformation for you, or whatever you decide to move towards. All right, being reminded that you're very spiritually guided, and it's going to be sort of highlighted as to which situation is leaving you most trapped at this time or most restricted. All right, but remember that spirit does have a plan. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing rest of the year, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.